shade is an old water well of granite blocks of stone, circular and perfectly laid, as deep as time and as cold as silver shine of the moon reflecting down from the sky. The metallic water clarifies and signifies. Once more down to the well, to draw that bucket up. Once again down to the well, to dip a cracked but confident cup. Lost in society's desert, searching for a single grain of truth among the dense and heavy sands of these desolate lands where the bad seed strangles the root. Dying of thirst with no sign of a cloudburst, as dry as dirty dust in the wind. Over the hill and down to the well to transcend. Going on down to the well, with its walls of cold dark stone. Heading on down to the well, to revive flesh, spirit, and bone. Stones in your pathway, bones in the ground. The present smashes into the past. On the lost highway in the dead of night, where emptiness prevails and lies, still if you've maintained a reserve of self-belief, it may serve to keep the darkness at bay. Drink from the well and misery is appeased right away. Let's go down to the well and raise the silver water high. Everybody down to the well that gazes coldly up at the sky. The king went down to his old water well, but his old water well had run dry. The fool went down to his own water well, and the water there was still standing high. It doesn't matter who you are, an unknown or a star, if your well is replenished with light. Slake your thirst and reflect on your clarity of insight. Every day down to the well and keep your spirits high. All the way down to the well and far beyond the sweet dark by and by. Demonstrators and the cops stood in lines and faced off, and they were more than ready to rumble, with agitators pulling out all of the stops. The situation was just about to tumble. tumbled into chaos and confusion when a voice from the sky cried, "Everybody hold it right there." So they looked all around, paid heed to the sound, and declared, "Let's go down to the well and pour water onto these flames. Everybody down to the well. Let's break apart these meaningless chains." The belle of the ball, the most beautiful of all, saw her face growing older in the mirror. At first she was distraught, but then on second thought, she began to see the situation much clearer. It's only an illusion, a cloak of confusion, a slight trick of light and appearance. Reality is less opacity than lucid transparence. So she hurried on down to the well to drink a brimming cup of truthfulness. Hastened down to the well where the liquid was intense and luminous. The corrupt politician, the leader of division, was high on his own supply of lies, never realizing he was damned. No, he did not understand that he was hiding in a devious disguise. When all contrivance fell away, he had to face the light of day as the emperor without any clothes. So he sought to escape into the mist, the fog and the shadows. He stumbled to the well and into it he fell, with his deception, fabrication, and lust. In a cold and copious sweat, he choked to death on sandstone, hypocrisy and dust. The elixir of life, the philosopher's stone, magic potion, and the fountain of youth made these subjective fantasies, mythic tapestries to paint a picture of a beckoning truth. Still, the feeling remains in our blood and our brains that bright hope will always take way. Water is life, both a physical and spiritual trait. So it's once more down to the well, just to keep on keeping on. Once again down to the well, and it's a deep, sweet, liquid song. Once more down to the well, raise your spirits and raise your cup. Head along